Hi, Steph. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Nice
How,
to be here.
I know. How are you feeling now, by the way?
No, I'm still feel the same. I feel the
Oh,
same. Yeah, I still
you look
feel rough.
beautiful. You look
Well,
beautiful.
look, we have the hang of that, don't we? It's part of our job to get up, dress up, show up. But you can hear from my voice, I probably should be in bed. But yeah, no, we're here. I'm good. I don't know what it is. It's not COVID because I keep testing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Omicron or whatever it's called. Maybe I've got that. I don't
Whatever
know.
they're calling it now.
Yeah. No crimbo. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get stuck into memberships, and I'm really excited to speak to somebody who has rolled out the membership model in your salon. So guys, this is what this is about today. We're talking the membership model. We are in the membership era right now. If you think about it, you've signed up to memberships that you probably don't even realize. I've got Spotify. We dabbled in a few food ones when I moved back from Spain because I didn't have the time to cook. And we were signing up to all these sort of things that were boxes were showing up with food. But we are in the membership world right now. Well, we're in business. So for you guys to introduce or even to consider the membership model as a sideline of your business, or certainly as a way of bringing in regular income into your bank account, removing the friction of talking about money so much with your clients, which we're going to get really stuck in with Steph now. I really, if you are seriously considering this, listen to Steph's journey. Steph has implemented it into her salon and is doing amazing things with it. And give it a go. If it works, amazing. If it doesn't work for you, but in brackets, it will work for you, then we put the tests aside and we move on. That is what we do in business. We test stuff out and we see what works and what doesn't. So, Steph, what made you introduce memberships first and foremost? Where did the idea come from for you?
So the idea for me came from America because, I work in America pre-pandemic, and there's lots of things happening over there that we need to bring over here. They're a little bit ahead of us sometimes. Yeah. So they have like rental booths, where everybody's a bit more self-employed. And so they have this recurring payment situation. However, we can't look at that model. That did not work here. So we have to be, what I found works, we have to be really clear about. So the first thing is, it's like a process. The first step is we open our door every day and we have absolutely no idea who's going to walk through the door. So we have no idea if our whole day is going to be cancelled tomorrow. Part of living off our nerves is living with that. As a business owner, it's a precarious life. If the phone starts ringing, like at the moment, there's so many cancellations, so many no-shows, so many people not turning up, and you are therefore not taking a penny. That's no. So that's the first thing. Why are we nervous about that? Because we have certain bills that we have to pay every single month. So if your outgoings are 20K every month, no matter what, you haven't, no money for you, 20 grand every month in payroll and bills, then how are we going to find a way where at least that's covered? So I don't have to lose sleep because everybody's cancelling. I've got my 20K covered.
But at this stage, we're not even talking profit. We're just talking breaking even.
I'm just talking paying your bills and being able to sleep at night. Yeah. So I'm talking about it being paid day to day and you're not sweating buckets about paying your team because of payroll. So if you look at the model and you say, okay, I charge, and you're a beauty team, so I charge, let's say £50 for a facial, but I'm going to charge £50 for a membership. Like, why? Why am I going to charge £50 for a whole month's membership when I charge £50 for a facial? How does that work? So the first thing is you can't equate this with your prices. This is a completely different model. Forget your prices. Put them somewhere completely different. This is about, I need to earn 20 grand a month. How many people do I need to sell a membership to take 20 grand a month? And how much is that membership going to be? So, for example, if you said to a client, for £100 a month, you can come into the salon as many times as you like. And she's going to be like, oh, Layla, don't be ridiculous. What? Pedicures, manicures, facial, waxing, eyelash. Yeah, anything you want for £100 a month. And she's going to go, oh, my God, that's a no-brainer. I'm going to do that. If you invite 200 clients to your 20 grand a month, you've got 20 grand every single month.
Yeah. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie.
So 200 of your customers, your invited customers, with an invitation email to say, I would really like to invite you to become a VIP member. This means that you never pay a bill in the salon, blah, 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 blah. And so 200 of them pay you £100 a month. On the 26th of every month, 20 grand hits your bank account. That doesn't mean that out of your, say you do 500 clients a month, just say, 300 clients are still paying you normal money. So it doesn't mean that you're just becoming a membership salon. It means that you took all your fixed costs, everything that you couldn't change. You've got to pay your landlord, you've got to pay your utilities, you've got to pay all that. And you took those fixed costs and you turned them into a membership. And that's what I did. And then once people got the hang of it and they were like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, this is cheaper than me paying a hair bill. It has to be a no-brainer for your client as well. She has to be induced to pay you £100 a month. You know, she's not just going to set up a direct debit with you. She has to trust you. She has to feel a loyalty to you. She has to be happy to continue coming to your business and not going to any other businesses. But without realizing it, all these things are USPs as well. So now she's not going to float around to other places. She's not interested in, is the salon down the road doing it cheaper than me? If her favorite girl leaves, she's not going to leave and follow her because she's a member here. She's going to send her a gift and a card and say, I've loved having you, but, you know, wish her on her way.
Very psychological, but it's very powerful.
It's very powerful. So she's bought into this community, this membership, and we've developed the model now in a way that we could become 100% members. I would be super cool with that. It wouldn't bother me at all if we became a membership. We're 4,000 square feet. We have a team of 30. We offer all sorts of beauty, aesthetics, dentistry. We offer everything. However, it wouldn't bother me one bit if we became 100% membership, because there must be a ceiling limit of clients, your saturation point of clients that you can do. So if every single one of those saturation point clients was a member, you just go and open another place and do the whole thing again. If you said, okay, my costs are 20 grand, but I want to earn 50 grand a year. Yeah, I think I'm worth 50 grand a year. Then now you reverse engineer that and you add that right the way back, and you either increase the people you sell memberships to, increase your members, or you increase your membership fee. And you just work it like that. And your price list remains in a drawer, because actually you might charge £30 for a manicure, and there may be girls going, oh, I wish I did, we charge 15. I don't know what the pricing is, but whatever your price is for a manicure, actually the costs to service on certain things, we know we're making shed loads on that. That isn't actually costing us that much. So you know, she can't be waxed every week. She's got nothing there. So there are certain treatments that, even though she thinks she can come in as many times a week as she wants, she can. But there's only so much that you can do twice a week.
And also, people are busy as well. Like, life is busy. So they may sign up and be like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But actually getting round to coming in for all of these treatments, you know?
100%. 100%. So we do hair membership, we do beauty membership, and we do combined. The most popular is combined. And no, they don't have time. They haven't got time. And, you know, nobody takes the mickey. So in the beginning, when we soft launched, which was 2 years ago, I was super scared that people were going to come in and never do their own hair again and want to have their hair done every day before work. Like, everyone's going to come in the salon. It just hasn't happened. We have control. Yeah. So we have a fair play policy in our terms and conditions. And our reception team, they know that if someone really was going to take the mickey, they wouldn't be able to get an appointment anyway, because you're fully booked. You're fully booked. And when you're fully booked, you're fully booked. So as we do now with difficult clients or awkward clients, we control our appointment books. So none of that changes. It's just that for future shaping, and right now in the pandemic, haven't we ever felt so vulnerable to what are we going to do? Like, if we can't open, what are we going to do? Do you know, none of our clients cancelled their memberships in lockdown. Everybody just carried on with the direct debit. And it's a bit like a gym membership. You forget you've got it. So in the end, they go on holiday, or they forget to come in, but that continues to go. And once you've got enough members, you're very, very secure. So we help you work out what's your perfect membership number, what's your perfect membership fee, because every salon's different, really. because it depends on your costs and how much you want to earn.
Mm-hmm.
And then we work around how we're going to make that model work. And I tell you what, your clients love it because they never have to worry again, can they afford to go to the salon? So my highlights need doing this week, but I don't get paid till next week. Not a problem anymore. It's a bit like Klarma or ClearPay, or, you know, we've all seen the growth of every retailer offering this ability to pay in installments, except you're doing it for your clients. So if out of 500 clients, you keep 300 paying, you're fine. Your cash flow's fine. You've still got money coming in, and you do your memberships in bite-sized chunks. So you release so many memberships, first come, first serve. Then you release another set of memberships, first come, first serve.
And is that from a place of scarcity? Is that a marketing tactic to sell them spaces?
No. So if you transferred your whole clientele to membership overnight, you'd miss the cash flow because you're only getting 100, whereas you might be selling more. Yeah. So don't do it all overnight. You still need your cash, unless you went to the bank and said, I need to borrow a month's worth of money because I want to turn every single client into a member. From the minute they become a member, they're not paying you a bill. So your till roll is down. So try not to do that overnight. Ease it in. So do, 50 members, 100 members, or do 100 members, then 200 members, because you're going to lose those 100 payments that they would have had on something else.
I love that keyword that you just said then, secure, you said. So security, this is what this whole membership model, I think, is about, especially with what is going on in the world right now. you know.
So you're locking down your clients, you're locking down your community, you're not having to market because, quite honestly, you don't really need any more clients. If everybody's in, they're already in. You know what you're going to get on the 26th of every month. So you're not looking at appointment, but when she says no to text or phones and cancel, doesn't matter. She's paying on the 26th anyway. No big deal. You have to use a third party provider to collect your direct debits. So we have a great provider. They because legally, it's not that simple to just set up a direct debit with a client. You can set up a standing order, but it's not that simple. A direct debit is illegal because with the direct debit, it goes into the client's bank. So with a standing order, the client sends you the money. With a direct debit, you go into the client's bank account to take the money. If that direct debit fails, you can keep going back in to get it. So that has a different.
One of the questions I was going to ask you actually is, obviously 26th of the month is your payday, essentially, when all these payments are coming into your bank account, which is amazing. Have there been any issues where clients have bounced, declined, the direct money's not there, it's not coming through? What happens then?
So we don't get 20, we don't get 1,000 payments, we get a bulk payment. So the company that takes the direct debits, they take the direct debits and they give us a bulk payment. So you get one payment, but they keep you informed with a failed direct debit. Then they go back in and keep trying to get it.
That's different to my membership, but interesting. So, and you obviously are given that information of the name of that client. And is this something that just isn't mentioned the next time they come in because it's handled elsewhere? It's like the third part, the banking system is, the merchant is handling the money side. So do you have those conversations, or are you like, got to watch this one because banking's a bit iffy?
So normally, if the direct debit failed for whatever reason, then the next appointment service we would question, and she would pay by card or pay in salon. So we don't let debt accrue because nobody needs that. So we just say, is there a problem with the direct debit? I'm so sorry, your direct debit failed. Do you want to catch up this month on a card? And we'll just carry on with the direct debit next month.
I'm asking
that kind of works.
I'm asking for the salons that are seriously considering bringing this in 2022. And obviously it's just after Christmas. People are obviously just had Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So is it like January, February are going to be tight months for a lot of people's clients anyway? So I was just trying to see that side of things as well.
So if the direct debit fails, we just try to address it so that it does. It's fine. It's not a problem. It happens to all of us. But do you want to pay for this month so that it doesn't? We just don't let it build up. We wouldn't let somebody have appointments whose direct debit wasn't going through. The weird thing is that demographically, I think you're choosing your top 200. So you know your clients better than anybody else. So you're going to be very careful about your hand-picked people that you're going to make sure, yeah, she's great. She's not going to be like that. You know, we've had a few randomers who found out about the system and wanted to join, and we've let them join. And I admit I was quite judgy and like, oh God, but actually they've been great, absolutely great. So we've also brought in new customers for doing this as well. So new people have come to us who want a membership, think it's amazing, want to pay for all their hair and beauty by direct debit, never want to have a bill again, never want to have to think about it again. And they just love that whole concept. And I think you're right. The world is changing. There's nothing now we don't really pay by direct debit. And we want instant access. So if you have a membership program, you also can get to the point where you're limiting. So say I do 2,000 clients a month, just say I can earn twice as much money on 1,000 clients a month if they're paying me a direct debit. So actually, I'd rather give 1,000 people instant access, straight availability, got enough team, don't have to change the team, don't have to do anything, than trying to be super busy with 2,000 customers. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can actually, your staff like it better because they're cooler and calmer. You know, lots of us liked COVID. We didn't like COVID, but we liked having to slow down a bit, having longer with our clients. We enjoy, you know, if you ask for staff feedback, most people say, I love having longer with my client staff. I love having a longer treatment time. I love all of that. And so that whole back-to-back factory thing that we were working on before COVID changed. So we're embracing that, but we're embracing that in a way where we can be secure at the same time. Yeah. So we can still make sure we're bringing in enough money to pay our bills. And as an owner, I've yet to meet, and I've been doing this 35 years. So this is not new to me. And I probably spent 20 years stood behind the chair for hours longer than everybody else. You know, I was there first in the morning, I was there last at night, and I never
been there.
Yeah. And I never felt as an owner safe enough to be able to take that lifestyle balance that everybody else was having, or we talk about now. You've got kids and you want to be with your kids on a Saturday, or, you know, you want to have that time, but you know it's your biggest payday Saturday. So you can't, this changes all of that. This changes all of that, because you as the owner are not going to be the one putting the most money in the till every week. This is, you as the owner can take your Saturday with your kids and your weekends with your family because you've got memberships. So you know that the members are being looked after. Or you can say, I do membership hair from 9 to 1, you know, and I don't work in the afternoons. You have much more flexibility and control. You've got control. You know how much money is coming in. All you need to do is sell your memberships.
It's very clever from a perspective of cash flow, for sure. And back to what security, I think the key word here is it's a very secure business model in uncertain times. So going back to you saying before that there's been new clients. So obviously you've sold it to you've hand selected your first batch of clients, if you like, and then you rolled it out. But then you mentioned that there are outsiders that have heard about this membership salon, and then they've come to you guys. So was that through word of mouth, or was there any form of marketing?
No, I've done that. No, because I wasn't sure of the model in the beginning, and I needed to trial it before I would 100% back it. I did no marketing and didn't tell anybody about it. But say you're my sister, yeah, and I go, Layla, I've just joined the salon for 100 quid. I can have whatever. You'll go, I want to be a member. Yeah, but you don't go there. Yeah, I want to go there now. Yeah. Or I buy you a membership for your 40th birthday, or I buy you, you know. So that's how it happened within our community. We grew it. Yeah. So if you have 1,000 members at £100 a month, you're turning over 100k a month.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
If you have 1,000 members at £200 a month, that's 200k a month. Now, if you have 500 members, say you have 500 clients that you do every month, it's 50k.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
No, it's not. But this formula is definitely going to be adaptable to the different salons, which you've already said at the beginning of this, because you may have somebody listening to this going, I'm going to do it, but they're solopreneur and it could still work. But again, for those salons that maybe you're running 5, 6, 10 columns, or have multiple salons, even more so no-brainer, I would say. It very much depends on
100%
the type of salon. Like for hair, for example, hair traditionally hair is more expensive than, say, getting your nails done. You know, so that if we keep it £100 as an easy number, that's easily achievable and very attractive for somebody to enroll or adopt a membership model in a hair salon. But with a beauty salon or a nail salon, especially, the services are way cheaper. So again, you just got to play with the numbers. The model will still work, absolutely.
Yeah.
But they've got to play with the numbers.
Yeah, you've got to look at your rents, your costs. You've got to look at your overheads. This all comes from how much money you have to take.
Break even, yeah.
And also, your client, does she necessarily come in as many times as you think she does? So actually, when you start looking, you think, well, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to give her a nail membership for 30 quid a month. That's ridiculous. You know, she spends much more than that, actually, during that 12-week period, the quarter period, when you drill down. You're not. That consistency makes a big difference. So your overheads, your staff costs. So hair is a bit different, but it's not. So for example, a blow dry costs us virtually nothing. It's the salary of the girl, the services. Yeah. A cut and blow dry costs us very little because it's her skill, her services. So it's her salary, it's payroll. And also, I know everyone said that everyone's going self-employed and solopreneur and all the rest of it, but we all felt the pain during lockdown of no furlough and, you know, none of that support. So lots of girls went back into salons. I had so many messages from people saying, Steph, I really want to be safe. Like, I feel so unsafe. I need to make sure that I get an income during lockdown. And they were working in lockdown, not because they wanted to, because they had to. So they were putting themselves at risk, bless them, because they had no choice. So they came back. So in those environments, you're also making them feel secure because they know that whatever happens, that you're okay too, because you've got this money coming in. Yeah. So it just works all around. You just have to really think hard about the legal side, because you have to have a very clear legal terms and conditions that they sign. Yeah, they have to know exactly what's included, what's not included, what you're expecting of them.
It's managing expectations, isn't it? Even though you've rolled it out and you know that they don't come in half the time that they probably think they will when they're signing. But I think it's just that, well, it's just business. It's an agreement. It's having a robust agreement from day one. Yeah. And it's managing expectations, kind of saying that you can't take the piss, even though it sounds like they haven't anyway. But a fair play policy, I think, is absolutely paramount, because it's a very polite way of saying, if you do take the piss, you won't get another appointment. So we understand that. But we had all the contracts drawn up and everything. And then you just create a welcome pack and you make them feel like a VIP. So you can do things like say, you know, they get priority appointments. Well, they do, because they're your clients anyway. So, you know, there are things marketing wise that you can offer them that make them feel like they're super special, really super special, but actually they're all a priority, aren't they? We're not going to turn anyone away at the moment. Nobody is. And treatment wise, we left some treatments out. So the really high expensive treatments, like maybe in your game, maybe it'd be microneedling or the near to aesthetic type stuff. We don't include that in membership, of course. That has to be separate. It's your bog standard, run-of-the-mill, day-to-day city spa type treatments: nails, pedicures, waxing, eyebrows. We wouldn't do fee brows or microblading. We wouldn't do any of that under membership. They pay. But here's the really weird thing. So now they're in the membership and they're very excited and they love it and they started coming in, they started using it. And guess what? Product sales went up because they're no longer paying a bill at reception. So their mindset now is, I want to buy something. And they want to go out with a bag because they want to feel like they've treated themselves. So the treat themselves bit has gone in the direct debit now. So we've lost that in the direct debit. The treat themselves piece comes back in the expenditure on the day or booking an upsell on an upsell service. So booking the fee brows, the lashes, the, hair extensions, whatever it is they want. It changes the game. So actually, if you give yourself 6 months and you go back on your members, you'll find out that your members have spent more money with you than they've ever spent. Yeah. It's very, very true. Yeah, it's very
madness.
true. I wrote actually an article for one of the beauty industry magazines about the membership model about 6 months ago. And I actually touched on that and said, you know, when they're coming for a haircut in your case, or a set of nails in our case, it's not just the maintenance, it's the experience. So you're right. And then once that conversation of money isn't even there because it's handled by the bank, they're looking around to spend the skincare, the opportunity of the upsell comes in.
100%.
There's room as well for the mindset, if you like, or the headspace of the therapist to go in with the sale, to go in with the ask. Again, very, very powerful.
It's very simple to give a client a facial and then say, actually, you really need microneedling, but that's not included in membership. Oh, and they go, oh, that's fine. I'll have the microneedling. So you can upsell to all the other. Yeah, it's just a new, and we, you know, whatever happens, Layla, we all know we can't stay the same. We just can't. We just can't. I mean, I speak to Millie Kendall a lot. She's a friend, and we started the British Beauty Council, and I on the board of the NHBF, and we're constantly, all of us, talking to everybody, and we know we can't stay the same. We just don't know what to do to change. And that's the problem. We just need some help and direction in, and our clients do too. So the positive is that you cannot replace us online, no matter what, we cannot be replaced online. So we will be the architects of the high street. Services will be the people who regenerate the high street. The client has to park the car and walk and come to us. Yeah. So we're bringing footfall to us. So in that sense, but what she's doing now is there's less on the high street. So she's going to start looking around at more. So what you need to do now is keep your client's eyes on you. Yeah. She doesnn't need to look anywhere else. Let's keep her. It's like keeping your fella's eyes on you, isn't it? Like, keep his eyes on you.
Yeah.
Like, keep her eyes on you. Do not let her even need to go and look anywhere else. And you can only do that by locking her into you, showing her the love.
Yeah, I love that, because buying habits have changed with clients. 100%. They're consumers. You know, we use the word client in our world, but they're consumers to the outside world, and their buying habits have changed. So with that in mind, what a great way to also change their buying habits within a salon environment through services or prepaid, handled away from the salon. And like we've just said, gives a little bit of room for the upsell and for the experience to be more focused on, rather than getting to the till and then doing the dreaded, you know, and then trying to sell them with the stuff around the till. And they've got the headspace to look. And also, we've all done it. I've got so many direct debits and standing orders of things that come out. So to me, it's for the money's just coming and going. It's forgotten about already. I don't go, direct debit. I know. Today we forget. In fact,
my bank statement with Apple, like John goes mental, because I'll have like 25 Apple direct debits for apps that I've downloaded, and they all just come out. And he's like, what? The other thing I think that's really interesting in this is that once you develop your membership plan, you've developed a community overnight. Yeah. So now let's talk about our 200. We've got our 200. So now we've got a 200 community that kind of in some way seems separate to everybody else. So then you bring your 200 into your membership WhatsApp group, and you're now talking direct to your members. And then all of a sudden you find that your members become much more open with you about you and your business and the team members and everything else. And now we're almost friends, like, you know, we're in this little niche group. And that is very powerful as well. So everybody talks a lot. I hear a lot about social media, and say you're not great at talking to camera and all the rest of it. Why are you talking to randoms? Talk to these. These are the people. Yeah, talk to them. Sure. So you don't have to go and talk to someone who's going to judge us and criticize us. She's right in front of your face. Yeah. And if these 200 told one person, that's 400. You've literally doubled your money. Literally, you've gone from 20 grand to 40 grand. 40 grand to 60 grand. So from this small basis here in this WhatsApp group, those are the people that are gonna, and everyone's gonna look at you and go, why is she so successful? Why has she got new pot plants outside when everyone else has skin? Why is she? And that's why, because you've done this whole different model, but you're an early adopter, because this is gonna catch on. No doubt about it. 100%. It's going to catch on. And at the moment, everyone's going, that's a loss leader. I charge 300 quid for my highlights. I'm not going to charge £100 membership. Yeah. How often do you get 300 quid for your highlights? Maybe once every 6 months. She's not coming every 8 weeks for sure.
Yeah.
Because the visit time for clients has extended as well. And they never take the time to drill down and have a look at, when was her last visit? How much did she spend? So we did all that work. And then on the members, we looked back at their spend, and then how much did they spend as members? And they're spending twice as much, bless them, but they don't realize it. So they think, and a deal has to be a win for them and a win for you. So that's why the deal has to be a no-brainer. So if you get greedy, or you start to go, oh, let's do platinum, gold, silver, or something like that. No. Let's keep this really simple. It's like a golf club. If you go to the golf club, they're going to charge you, or the yacht club, or I don't know what, at the gym. That's how much it is.
Yeah. This
is your direct debit. This simple is how much it is.
We know this, don't we? Simple sells. Anything
100%.
Getting too fancy, it's overwhelming. Brain shut down. They're over it. They've moved on. Yeah. Definitely.
So one price suits all.
Can I ask you something? Have you ever had, and I'm just thinking about other memberships out there. So for example, a gym. Have you ever had somebody who is, say, a member, they're paying you their £100 membership fee, they're going away for the month, they're paying regardless. Have you ever had a cheeky client say, I'm away, so I'm physically not going to make any appointments this month, but instead of me, can I get my mum in for a quick?
Yeah, 100%. Not transferable. Right. So it's in the terms and conditions that it's not transferable. Yeah. So you cannot use this with anybody else. I'm so sorry. We would love to see your daughter, but unfortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah. You're going to get triers, aren't you? It just come up in my head where I was just thinking, like,
no, they do.
People are going to try these things with.
Yeah, they do. You get a membership card. We don't have an ID card, but we do have a membership card. But no, it's in the terms and conditions. It's not transferable.
Yeah. So, in regards to, say, challenges, if you had to say there was a resistance or a challenge during the rollout of this, what comes to mind? Was it yourself, with you getting your own head around, like going, oh my God, they may come in and
so I sold too many in one go. That's how I'm telling you to sell it in chunks. So it went crazy, and I got scared because it's felt like every other client was becoming a member, and it was like, oh my God, like we're going to not have enough, because we hadn't got to anything like 1,000 members, which is your golden nugget. So what if you've only got 60 members, but oh my God, you're 60 people paying less, but you've only got 60 times that. So that happened. And that's why I know that you need to sell it in the formula of bite-sized chunks so that you ease your way into it.
And did you roll that out, the batching, I like to call it batching, as an open closed cart method, which what we see online a lot in memberships? Like, I've had a membership now for a year with the Beauty Boss Academy, and I have open and closed cart model, which means here are the dates that I'm enrolling, here are the dates I'm opening, and then I close for those 12 weeks, and then I open again.
Yeah, so we said, we've released small memberships, but don't forget, we're targeting who we want to be members.
Of course, yeah.
So we're sending you a personal invitation.
Right.
Yeah, so we're making it look a bit more like high end, because that's where we're at. That's where we're in. Yeah. So if I look back to my very first little salon, I think, could I have sent a personal invitation email to my clients then? Yeah, I probably could, but it would have been just a lot more friendly and relaxed. So, something like, oh, hi, Sue. I'm so excited. We've started this membership program. I love you. You're really loyal. And to thank you for your loyalty, I'd like you to be one of my first members. So I'm offering this to you first.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, thank you. That's amazing. But actually, it's not as cheesy. It's not fake. It's genuine and authentic, because you like Sue and you trust Sue and she's very loyal. So those 3 things are super important. Because you need to know that Sue isn't going to take the piss, that Sue is going to pay you your 100 quid a month, and Sue's going to tell everybody that she got invited to be a member.
Yeah, exactly.
So your core values are in that.
Yeah, definitely. Let me just open up the app on my phone. I shut it down on my Mac because it comes through twice, but let me just come up on here and just check. to see if we've got any questions. Now, this will be available for a replay, guys, but for a very, very limited time only. So let's see who we've got here. So we've got Denise saying, good morning, my beauties. Morning, Denise.
Morning, Denise.
Morning, Steph. Okay. Okay, so we've got a question from Deborah, lovely Deborah Hinton. How can memberships work if you pay your team on commission?
So I don't. So that was a fundamental. So there's a fundamental change that I had to make, because the guys are still doing clients as in the old model. Yeah. So I had a chat with them all, and actually they hate commission. They hate it. They would much prefer to have a set salary every month and know how much they're going to take home every month. They would much prefer that. Mm-hmm. So what we decided, if they want to get a car loan, they want to get a mortgage, and we definitely champion all of that. They wanted to know how much they were going to earn. So memberships allows you much easier to say, actually, this is how much I'm going to afford to pay them, because I know how many members I've got. I know how much money I've got coming in. So I'm not reliant. Commission is reliant on people turning up. So the reason we used to do commission was if people cancelled, you as the boss wasn't going to have to pay this girl her extra because she didn't do the work. Yeah. Which right now is very worrying for them as well. It makes them feel very insecure, because they don't know who's going to get COVID and have to self-isolate and have to cancel. So actually a set salary takes that out the way. And then what we do is a bonus scheme on membership sales. So how many of your clients become members, and then you get a bonus on your membership sales scheme. So
you have incentivized the team to sell the memberships to the clients that they have the relationships with, essentially.
Yeah. So there are some
directly given them targets, maybe.
Yeah. So in my business, there are certain girls, like maybe they've been with me 30 years and their clients are blow dry every week. They're perfect members. Members. So those girls, if they can have 50% of their clients on membership or 60% of their clients on membership, we're all laughing here, because they're just that kind of clientele. So yeah, you can do it like that. But that's a complicated way. Let's keep it simple to begin with. One salon, 3 girls maybe. Membership scheme, girls are on salary, these are my memberships, this is what I need to sell my membership for, these are my outgoings, these are what I want to pay my staff. If you say, well, actually the girls deserve a bit more, I want to pay them a bit more, work all that out before, do your reverse engineering, work out what you'd like to pay them, and then set your membership price.
Yeah. It's Denise actually has already said it in the comments. She said it's all maths. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. And
I'm not good at numbers at all. So, but for me, this is simpler than the numbers when we're cashing out and doing our end of month and doing our quarterly. This is so much simpler, because it's basically 3 numbers. What are my outgoings? What's my membership? How many clients do I need? Yeah. Ta-da. It's so much simpler. Perfect for the neurodiverse.
So my question that Jordan put together are questions, didn't she? Yeah. So my last question here is, are there any top tips to help stop busy salon owners from procrastination or taking action when it comes to actually implementing this idea of a membership?
So I think what makes us scared is we're risk averse to an extent. Yeah. So we're not wholly risk averse, because we've opened our own businesses and we're happy to take that risk, but we're a little bit risk averse because, oh my God, what if this doesn't work and I haven't got any members and
We've formed habits, haven't we? We've formed habits over the years,
I would sell 10. Sell 10 members. Just try it. Sell 5. Yeah. It's not going to kill you. If 5 people pay you 100 quid a month, or however much membership's going to be, it's not going to kill you. Yeah. But it's just like dipping your toe in the water and just see how it goes. Just roll it out and see how it goes. And if their direct debits come through and there aren't any issues, you think, oh, I might sell another 10. Yeah, you can do it like that. It's whatever your comfort zone is. I'm a bit of I did do it slowly, and now I'm like all out there. We need to do this. Yeah, this is great for every single salon. But I do tip my toe first if I'm not 100% sure and I'm a bit fearful. And to be good at business, you need to be a bit fearful. We can't just go out there bulldozing our way through. I have a million ideas a day, and 9 199,000 are rubbish. They're rubbish ideas. And I have to bin them. But occasionally you get that one good idea and you think, actually, yeah, I'd like to try this, but I'm still scared of it, but I'd like to try it. So, and if you want any help, then contact me and I'm more than happy to help you, with the legal side of it. And you've got to get your T's crossed and your I's dotted, and everything in place. And then it's just super simple.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love what you just said there as well, because, you know, I mean, just going back to the whole membership model as we wrap this call up, which has been fantastic, by the way. I'm a big believer. I mean, it's great that you're an early adopter. And I feel like I was an early adopter in the membership model with the Beauty Boss Academy in the information space. I've been in the beauty industry 23 years. I'm not a moving part of any of my companies. So I wanted to give back, but I'm also a businesswoman. So I wanted to make money, income and impact. That's my thing.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm all for doing the research, what's already out there, who's making it work. And then obviously I just tweaked that formula to my niche. I think it's really interesting to get feedback from the world. Membership is nothing new per se, maybe new in salon environments, definitely. And very, very exciting. And I think salon environments and salon habits and salon mentality and salon thinking has all got to change. It was never correct from the beginning. We know this. It was flawed from the off, which is why so many salon owners are not turning a profit. It's why so many of them are paying their staff and there's not enough for them at the end of the month to go home with any money. And it's heartbreaking. And like you said, for things to change, you've got to change something for a different result. Can't expect a different result without you not changing something in the interim. So I love the fact that the membership model, it's proven, it's evidence, it is working. Why would it not work in your salon? And you as a person sat here right now is saying, I've implemented it nearly 2 years ago. And it sounds like you're doing bloody marvelous with the model, actually.
Well, I couldn't find a model. So I was looking for a model to purchase or a model to copy, and I could only find like blow dry clubs and things like that.
I heard of those in the States.
Yeah. I heard of sort of blow dry clubs, but actually that was randomly. That was just based on 2 blow dries a week. So years ago, we used to do buy 4 perms and get 1 free. That reminded me of that kind of thing. Yeah. And I wanted to take something this. So if you look at ClearPay, I looked at ClearPay. So if you buy something on ASOS for 200 quid, they're going to charge you £50 a month. It's a similar model.
Yeah.
Except they're going to charge you shed loads of money to do that. So if a golf club didn't have a membership, a golf club relied on random people to come and play golf every day, and you had to phone up and book an appointment to go and play golf, it would never work.
It would never work.
So if the high street, imagine 5 years' time, and this is part of what future shaping, if you want to know what's coming in the future, sit yourself in 5 years' time. You could well be the only shop on the high street. So you're quite an isolated golf club now, aren't you? Because all the shops around you are empty.
Yeah.
So who's going to rock up to play golf today? Who's going to rock up to have your hair done? Who's going to see you anymore? Who's going to drive past or drive to the high street and see you? Because we used to pick up clients from footfall. So your rent was based on your footfall. In the old days, you paid more rent in a place where, I don't know if it's still like that.
It's still like that in like Bournemouth Town Centre. They run that. I mean, they've got about 5 properties in the town centre. Yeah. The centre of this particular town, so I assume the other towns are still very much based on foot flow for sure.
So my unit in St Pancras Station, so I have a unit in St Pancras Station. So when I took that unit, they had a 72 million footfall. So I'm going to pay 200k a year rent for 72 million. Yeah, I've
seen it, by the way. I have seen it. Have you? Lovely.
Yeah. So I'm going to pay 200k a year rent for that. That's fine. It's next to Fortnum and Mason. This is a prime location. St Pancras at the moment, then it went down to 13,000 footfall. And at the moment it's rocking on 32,000. That is not the same environment that I took a unit in 2 years ago. Yeah. So imagine this as your high street right now. And just look at the desecration that's coming around us. So where we have to change it. We have to change it. So we have to say, okay, this is the clientele I've got now. I want to hang on to this clientele I've got now. And I want to build on this. I'm going to build on what I've already got. And they're going to go out and sell the memberships for you. And you could end up taking more money than you were taking as a as a price point bill of sale environment. 100%. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you did a 3-year business plan and you said in 3 years' time, when this part of the high street's dying and you're growing, how the hell did you do that? How did that happen? Why is this going down and you're going up?
It's a very good future proofing strategy for sure, for the salons, for sure. Yeah. And memberships going nowhere.
Have you read the book Zag?
No.
It's an amazing book. You should read the book Zag. So this is a Zag. So when everybody else is doing this, you want to suddenly look at something and it's nothing to do with the services you offer, because at the end of the day, we can get a good facial in so many places. We can get a good haircut in so many places. We're all offering great cups of tea and great biscuits. We're all offering pretty much the same thing. So within the industry and within the future shaping, where's the Zag anymore? Where we call a Zag, where someone goes right off in another, something completely different. Maybe an industry disruptor in a way. And sometimes products do it. But this is a real Zag because it's such a game changer for you, but also for your client. Because if you're feeling the pinch, your client's feeling the pinch. 100%. 100%. She's feeling the pain that you're feeling. So we're not honest enough to share our pain. So we don't say to our clients, so how did you manage to pay your mortgage this month? Bet that was bad on furlough. I mean, we would never have that conversation. And the client says, so how's business? And we go, yeah, great, thank you. Yeah, so thanks for your loyalty. And we're not saying it's Shitsville. And we don't know if we're going to be open in 3 weeks' time because we don't know if we're going to be closed down or not. We don't have those conversations.
No.
But you can kind of guess in your head that she's feeling the pain, and membership would help. Massively.
Yeah, definitely. Well, for those of you that are watching, membership is December's success kit for the Beauty Boss Academy members. I thought I'd just mention that to you guys there. So, Steph, it sounds like you're busy because you are working. I'm not going to say anything else, but I know that you're working a little bit around potentially helping providers
I know
with the implementation. And this is why I kind of started the Take Action Club, because if you listen to any of my audio rooms last week or the week before actually, and all the emails and the posts and the attention I've been giving to people is, why aren't you doing the thing? What is stopping you from doing the thing? All the reading, all the listening, all the talking. What is stopping you from stepping onto step 1 from step 0? Like what you've just said, if you're thinking about doing a membership, don't go, right, I need to sign up 100 people. Just sign up 5. Just sign up 10, depending on the size of your salon. And baby steps, but just little baby steps each and every day. And before you know it, you're going to look back and be like, whoa, I'm on step 10. How the hell did I get here? Yeah.
I don't think we understand the value in the process. So it's not the journey. They call it the journey, but I'm not keen about it. It's the process. So the process of getting where you want to be is step by step by step by step by step. And this is part of that process. So a small, and you're right. So what I've learned is that I always had to go out and find the solutions myself. Excuse me. So I didn't know about membership. I couldn't find a membership anywhere. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know where to start. So actually, I've put together now a pack of our membership, this membership. So it's in a pack. So you can have the pack. And this membership literally sets you up, lock, stock and barrel. This is what you need to do. This is how you're going to do it. And it's so super simple with a hand holding. And I'm not a coach, like I say to you. This is not about coaching. This is about, I'm happy to share this with you guys simply because I've done all the hard work for you, because the pain points were had by me. Not that I got the documents wrong. I got lawyers to do the documents. It was simply about, like I said, selling. You can get overexcited by this when you start to do the numbers, and then you can just sell too many too quickly, and that's not a good thing.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I hope if anybody that is watching this now or later as a replay, you've got me here in the community, you've got the lovely Steph, and also you have me and Steph every Monday morning in the Clubhouse Club, Breakfast with Beauty Bosses. And I think we should also maybe take this to a conversation on there. What we touched on it. It wasn't actually the room of topic. And maybe that's something we should do within the Beauty Boss community over there, because I think the more people like yourself that are flying the flag for memberships and can you're basically walking, talking proof that it works. I've got a membership with a very different type of membership. I'm in the information space, in the education space. You've actually rolled it into a service space, and it works. It's not too dissimilar, the framework. And I think a lot of it, going back to what you've said and going back to the questions, is a lot of it is it's education. Educating yourself, understanding, rolling it out, obviously breaking not bad habits, old habits, because we've all been wired to run salons a certain way, whether it's from college, whether it's from the last salon that you worked at, and we all pick up information as we go through life. And yeah, I just think I think it's the perfect time to roll out a salon membership, actually, because of such uncertainty around us.
I think explaining it is actually, you have to take this head off of everything you've ever learned about our industry and just stick it there and put on an open-minded, fresh head. Because if you try and base this around prices, that's when it gets confusing. And they're like, oh, it's not going to make. It's a completely different model that works completely separately to anything you've done before. It works on your client volumes and your costs. Outgoing costs at the end of the month, and how much do you want to earn, and it just gives you more security.
So I assume when it comes to rolling a membership for the salon, the only time you'd ever be looking at your price list, because you said at the beginning of this, just like lock your price list away, but the only time would be when you're actually deciding what treatments you are including in your membership. So for example, not the lip fillers, not the microblading, not the micro needling, not the more, aesthetic, because they're a lot higher price points, those treatments, and they come with top-ups and refills and all that kind of stuff. The second appointment. So am I right in saying the only time you'd really look at your prices is when you are deciding, when you're writing your T's and C's, actually, when you're putting together your contracts and your guidelines of what's included in the membership and what's not included?
So you have to be clear what's not included. You have to be clear on what is excluded, and it's very easy to include your most bread and butter services. It's so easy to include, really, because actually microblading and all that's not our busiest services. Busiest services, manicures, pedicures, and facials. That's waxing. So actually, we're giving you the busiest services. You're getting your run of the mill maintenance type stuff. You're getting, and then the extras you can add on to that. So you can. It allows you to tweak those other prices as well, because you've got your core membership, and then say you want to have a price increase and you're like, oh my God, I can't have a price increase. My regulars are going to go mad if I have a price increase. No, they're not, because they're now all members. So they're shut down. That means they're not going to get a price increase at the moment. That allows you to put your prices up for your treat people, party people, birthday people, people that in my salon, people that don't come to us all the time. So we put our prices up 20%, and we put all the outside up 20%, and we kept all our regulars super happy. So another way to sell membership is to say, we're going to have a price increase, and it's going to be at least 25%. So if you transfer to a membership, then you're going to miss the. This isn't going live on Facebook, is it?
We are live right now in the group. So in the private group.
We're in a private group.
Yeah, we're in the PDC.
I just suddenly thought, oh my God, my clients.
No. This is the PDC.
So I suddenly had that moment of thinking, please, what have I said? Well, this is an industry group. This is an industry insider group. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, So basically, you can move your clients to membership, and you can increase your prices.
Yeah.
And you can stop the.
Have you actually increased the prices of your membership in the 2 years you've had it?
So in the beginning, I gave my focus group both hair and beauty for one price.
Right.
And then my focus group fed back to me on whether they liked it, what tweaks they wanted, what problems they had, because I had to do that. And then I turned everybody for double the money from hair and beauty.
Yeah, perfect. And
I realised that it wasn't enough money before, so I hadn't charged enough. I hadn't got my numbers quite right and hadn't charged enough. So when I tweaked the formula now, I know exactly per your overheads what your membership needs to be for it to be okay for you.
It's really important to do that, actually. And I will echo that for anybody watching this who's seriously considering rolling a membership out. Is so you call them your focus group. I have my founding members. So I've got my very first time I opened my cart to the membership, they are locked in on that price. And my prices have gone up since then. But then my founding members, they're the ones that have been giving me the feedback, what they want to see more of, what they see as major value, what was a bit like, what they can live with, what they can live without, which then allowed the positioning in the room for then the £10 membership to come in, the Take Action Club, which I've just launched on Friday. Two very different memberships, the two very different places that salon owners may be in. And also for people that are, they're more committed here. Maybe they're scaling here. They can afford the £55 a month, whereas the £10 a month, maybe they're just starting out. Maybe it's a lack of commitment right now, but they're okay with that. So they're okay with less of me for that. And it's more bite-sized they need rather than their monthly deliverable business courses and the mentoring calls that they get over here. So it is really important to have that communication with your clients. I presume you've tweaked it on your price and molded it with your founding members or your focus members, because it's ultimately for them and for them to stay, so and there were tweaks that I needed to make, and there were things that weren't working for them, and we've sorted all that out now. And I eliminated too much in the beginning, funnily enough. So I said, oh, no, I can't put that in there, can't put that in there, can't. And I was just being ridiculous because, there were things that were really costing us very little. Again, service time, salaries. And everybody feels really super insecure at the moment, don't they? So, it's really important to make our team feel safe and like they're going to have a job after Christmas. And as much as I now know I'm in a much better place to secure that. I'm in a much better place to have those conversations with them than I would be when I'm just randomly going to guess work who's going to walk through the door after Christmas. We've got people booked in and our rebookings, we've always worked on our rebookings, but who can rely on that anymore? Because we might be amazing at rebooking our client's next appointment, but now the chances of her turning up, it's like a finger in the wind. Because you said yesterday that you've had already cancellations since Friday's news, But interestingly, how many of those cancellations were the members versus the non-members? I bet it was the non-members.
It's the non-members that cancel. It's not the members that cancel.
The members have got nothing to lose. It's a psychological get. It's very, very powerful. Very powerful. Love it.
It's a magic formula that if you drink it and you get the hang of it, it's life-changing for you as an owner, because you no longer have those long, horrible, sleepless nights worrying about what am I going to do if Boris does another lockdown. I mean, some of our clients stopped paying in lockdown.
Okay, so how does that work with your T's and C's? Was that
So the clients that stopped paying in lockdown couldn't rejoin after lockdown. And that came as a bit of a shock to them because they wanted to rejoin after lockdown. And I was like, I'm so sorry, we're full, because I thought you didn't want to be a member anymore. So I've sold your membership. I'm so sorry. You'll have to wait until we have another gap. So they thought that they could stop during lockdown and then just join up again. And again, managing client behaviours. So nobody's going to cancel in lockdown again.
Yeah.
But we did give them stuff to thank them for their loyalty in paying right the way through lockdown. We did give them extra weeks and we gave them extra time, and we put packages together for when they came back. So
So it was acknowledged, like you didn't have to 100%, do that.
100%.
It's the same with me. I'm obviously a member of the West Hants here, and I wouldn't dare cancel that just because, or if we were to go into lockdown or in the last lockdown. That's not what memberships are about. It's there, and And
the thing is, the West Hants, everybody wants to be a member of the West Hants, and they're full, and it's very difficult to get a membership there. So therefore, that creates a value, and that makes it something special. So you're not going to blow that. You're not going to blow it. So once there's a value to that and it's something special and not everybody can have it, it makes it even a bigger commodity that everybody else wants.
Definitely.
So we get people say, why is so-and-so a member? I went to a dinner party and she told me that she's a member. why is she a member? I want to be a member. And I say, oh, I'm sorry, we're full at the moment. And she goes, she's a member. I want to be a member. It's mad. It's absolutely mad.
It's that FOMO. It's that FOMO. Yeah.
Just haven't got the bottle. And again, I'm still fearful. It's just the same numbers, same shit, just bigger numbers. It's just the same old rubbish. So I'm still fearful of going 100% membership. I don't know why, because we could do it so easily. I'm just still a little bit fearful of that. And I will get there, but I'm just at the moment, I'm holding it down so that we have percentages of membership and normal stuff.
Yeah. I think that's probably I'd say that is the sweet spot. I think the sweet spot is actually to have a bit of this and a bit of that until you're obviously going through the transition and you're going through growth. You're going through change. It's normal. It's bloody exciting. I'm very excited for any salons that implement this next year. I really, really am.
I want to hear if you implement it as well. I'd be really excited to hear if you do it.
Yeah, definitely. Great. Well, thank you so much, Steph. Now, something I have to ask you before we finish this call, because you mentioned it yesterday in our Clubhouse room.
Yeah,
we were so into that. Yesterday's conversation was insane. I loved yesterday's room. It's already had quite a handful of replays, and
really
it hit a nerve, didn't it? Yesterday's room really hit a nerve with a lot of people because of the obvious, what we were basically saying about normalizing everything and nobody knows what's going on. But you dropped in that you were poorly, but you went to go and see the Gucci film. Now I have to ask you, because I might go and watch it on Friday. Worth a watch?
Yeah, I thought it was great. So.
Right. I watched the trailer and I'm like, but what is it about? I know what it's about, but what is, I love Gucci, I'm obsessed.
So I thought it would be about the fashion. It's not about the fashion. So I thought it'd be about the designers. It's not about the designers. It's about the greed of the family, basically. Oh. And the Gucci family have come out now and written a very long statement. Aldo Gucci's come out, his side of the family have come out, and he ran Gucci for 30 years. And the way they depict it in the film, it isn't great. They're not telling lies. It just isn't great. They're depicting it like there was more greed within the family than they're saying there was. Yeah.
Right.
But it's still, I don't know the truth. I'm not Gucci, so I haven't got a clue. But the way the film portrayed it to me, I believed every bit of it. And I can imagine very much that must be what it's like to be in a dynasty, in the family of a dynasty that is that enormous. And Lady Gaga is insane. She's just insane. I mean, you just wouldn't know it was her. It's just her acting. It's just incredible.
I watched the trailer and I was like, oh my God, I have to go and see this. And I wanted to ask you yesterday and I thought, oh, I'll catch you on this live and ask how it was.
Definitely go. Definitely. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. And it's kind of sad in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So go prepared for like, oh God, you come away really thinking about it. Like even I took my husband and he's like, I'm not going to see a Gucci film. And I was like, well, you can fall asleep. We've got recliners. It doesn't matter. You can go to sleep. Just come with me. And he loved it. He really enjoyed it because business wise, it was quite interesting as well. It's like, oh my God, what would I do in that situation? You know, it's it's good.
Gucci and Valentino, they're my two favorites.
They're
my two favorites. So I'm
amazing. You have to go.
I'm invested in the brand. I'm invested in the brand. So I'm like, I need to go and hear about the family behind, so that's
definitely. Go.
Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Nice to see you guys. Take care. Thank you, Layla.
We will talk again. Thanks, Steph. Take care.
See you. Bye, darling. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Right, guys, I hope that's really helped you understand the membership model a little bit more and ultimately deciding whether you're going to give it a go. I think from the conversation that we've just had with Steph, it's kind of a no-brainer. Lots and lots of wins, but like everything in business, guys, we just test this stuff out. Everyone's salon who's watching this or will come on to watch this later is different. Everyone's business is different. Your clients are different, your positioning, your location, your mindset, your services, so many different things. So the formula will work. It's just got to be tweaked and adjusted to your business. If you're a member of the Beauty Boss Academy, it is our success kit for the month of December. And other than that, guys, go and boss your Tuesdays.